Hey guys, what's up? This is Zap Rath. I'm a Los Angeles-based musician and actor, also the author of Being Famous and the founder of Fame Advisor, which is an organization dedicated to helping entertainers be more successful with their careers. And I wanted to make this video really quickly here because of a recent article that came out in the Hollywood Reporter that's saying that the film industry is preparing for massive changes to film production as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, it seems like a lot of the major players in the film industry are getting together to determine exactly what film production is going to look like once the stay-at-home orders are lifted. And these changes are being discussed by a number of major entities, including major studios like Disney and Warner Brothers, unions like IATSE, DGA, production facilities like Pinewood Studios, for example, associations like the Alliance of Motion Picture Television Producers, and various film commissioners. So this is a big thing. This is a big discussion that's going on right now. And there's going to be a lot of significant alterations to the film production component of, film and television. Potentially, film production is going to look very different than how they looked in the past. So here are 10 major changes that might be coming our way. I broke it down from the article so that you can just get a quick idea of what might be coming towards us in the very near future. Number 10 is meals. So if you ever worked on a film set, you should be familiar with craft services. Well, that craft service table may be altered significantly or may be eliminated completely. There's even a possibility of meals being distributed by Gate Gourmet, which is the company that provides food for the airlines. So when you get on a plane, you get a packaged meal that comes from Gate Gourmet usually. Another idea regarding meals includes staggering call times and staggering lunch times so that everyone isn't arriving or eating all at once. Number 9 is numbers. Film production has always been a very communal environment, and it's very normal to see friends, family, and other visitors on set, but these people may no longer be able to get clearances to be on the film set in order to keep the numbers down. There's also a possibility of fewer background actors on set, as well as, they can be a significant number of film production personnel. Number 8, close shots. So there's an idea floating around about shooting close scenes between actors separately and then putting those actors together in post. And along those lines, there's also talk of eliminating kissing scenes, believe it or not, at least temporarily. Number 7, phases. So it seems like when things get started again, it's not just going to be a free-for-all for film production. Film shooting will likely reopen in phases. And even then, productions will need to be very cautious. And Paul Audley, who's the Film LA president, says that the first phase will most likely include a numbers restriction and social distancing measures. So smaller productions will most likely be starting first, and the major productions will be up and running by July or August, but it realistically could be the fall, September or October, before major productions are really shooting again. Number 6, hand washing. So you will probably see a lot more hand washing stations on film sets. Pinewood Studios in particular has already said that they're installing new state-of-the-art hand washing stations. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of that. So halfway through, these first 5 changes don't seem too bad. But these next 5 potential changes may make things very inconvenient and very uncomfortable on film sets. Number 5 is personal protection. So another idea floating around is requiring everyone on set to wear a face mask and gloves at all times unless they are an actor on camera in a scene. So this is common for essential businesses. We're seeing this now, but this will probably feel very unusual on film sets where 12 to 15 hour days are normal. Number 4, another inconvenient idea is the concept of disinfecting checkpoints. So basically, if this protocol is implemented, everyone and everything will have to pass through a disinfecting checkpoint before coming to set. So we're not just talking about people here. Think of all the equipment that's used in film production. So cameras and dollies and props and construction materials and wardrobe, they're all going to have to go through this disinfecting checkpoint. Number three is badges. Another change that you might see on film is a further separation of the different departments with identifying badges. So the idea here is to limit the mingling among departments with the hopes that in case a problem occurs, it would be isolated in a certain department. Along the same lines, crew members may no longer be able to share tools. Each crew member may need to have his or her own set of tools that no one else can use. Number two, and this is probably the most uncomfortable change that might be coming up for film production, and that is the possibility of everyone being tested for COVID-19 before even being able to work on a set. So with many people being day players, going to different sets each day, it's understandable how this could be a huge daily hassle. In addition to the paperwork you have to do, now you have to take a test, and then there's privacy concerns with this, right? Imagine showing up to work and saying hi to everyone, you go take a test, and then all of a sudden you're being sent home, and everyone will probably know why, and it just doesn't sound like much fun at all. And lastly is quarantine. So another idea which may make a bit more sense for movies rather than television is quarantining the entire production. So basically that means the cast and the crew, they stay on set and they only go home when the entire project is finished. And they undergo regular tests while they're there, and they sleep at a certain sleeping area or hotel. So, these are a lot of major changes that could happen very soon in the film industry. And this looks like it's going to be tough for everyone involved in film production in any capacity. And it's likely that there will be a trickle-down effect that will make it harder to obtain work and in an already hyper-competitive industry. For example, think about the producers, right? Imagine all of these added expenses for film producers in an already insanely, expensive environment to create film. Now you have to provide hand washing stations, masks and gloves. You have to administer tests. You may have to shoot scenes multiple times and then put the actors together in post. You may have to create these disinfecting checkpoints. So it's a lot, and God forbid someone catches COVID-19 on your film set and wants to sue you for not, following a certain protocol. So, this is kind of crazy for film producers, and it sounds like it's going to be very expensive. And think about it, what do businesses do when things get very expensive? They cut their costs. And what's the most expensive cost that usually gets cut first? People, workers. So it's definitely seems like it's going to be a slow roll, a very slow roll when it comes to getting people, back to work again. And another thing to think about in addition to this is the main actors and how they feel about this, because a lot of them aren't even comfortable returning to set right now. Even if the orders are lifted and, they're maybe waiting for a vaccine to be created before they even start working again. And even some actors have told their talent agents that they really don't even want to work for the rest of the year or until a vaccine is in place. And you think about stars also who live in a location that's different from where they film. So some don't want to travel or get on planes or anything like that. So either production will remain suspended or the entire production will have to move to the actor's locale so that it can start again. So there's a lot to think about here, and we definitely want to know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. Please leave a comment. Everyone's circumstance is different, and we'll have to make individual choices on how we're going to deal with this going forward. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button. This is just one of our first videos, but we're going to be doing a lot more helpful videos coming up, including our entertainment industry success seminar, which is for all kinds of entertainment personnel, actors, singers, musicians, dancers, whatever you do, this is the video for you. It's a life-changing course that addresses some major key issues that really no one talks about, that are essential to being successful in entertainment. Also check out our website, fameadvisor.com. There we have more helpful articles and videos like this. You can also subscribe to that website on the homepage on the right-hand side. You'll see it where you'll get access to more exclusive content, and you'll be eligible for discounts and giveaways. And we also have an Instagram page at fameadvisor. You can follow us there again for more free daily content that's informational, motivational, and you also be eligible for discounts and giveaways there as well. And lastly, if this information in this video helps you at all, please share it with anyone you know who is in the film industry so that they can strategize and see how they're going to prepare for these likely changes. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.